Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Vicky here, and I'm in my car, and we're gonna go for a little drive. Gonna go visit some friends, so let me put my phone in the cradle, and I got some crazy story time stuff to tell you about. I picked up a stranger. Would you do it? And I just saw some potential, as the news would say, alleged crime being committed. Allegedly. Alleged gang members testing out a stolen credit card, and it was so obvious to me, but the restaurant seemed to not catch on. I'm going to tell you guys a story there in a moment. Let me put my phone in the cradle, and we're going to go ahead and jump into today's stream. So, oh no, I just dropped my my phone holder down there. So I'm going to take you, what's up to Mr. TV? Just give me a second. I literally dropped my thing in the car. Alright, let me put it back on the holder. And then I'll tell you guys the story in a moment. Okay, how the hell does this go on again? I really need to start using my GoPro for these damn car vlogs. Alright, so the holder's back in. Let me put my phone in the cradle. And we will start to drive. And we're out. Alright, so once again, guys, for everybody just joining the stream, I'm going to tell the story of if you would give a ride to a stranger. I did recently. And the same potential story that might have made that wrong mistake, I literally just saw alleged crime. Well, I don't know if it's a crime if it didn't work, being committed. So let me put myself in drive. Let this guy pass. And we be on our way. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Bo Jeezy? So, Bo Jeezy and everybody just joining me. Once again, this is Beaky. And I'm going to be telling you guys a story about me giving a ride to a stranger. And at the same exact time, I just had an experience. I was just getting something to drink from a store real fast. Have my drink right down here. And I just saw some gang members testing out some fake credit cards. A little hairy situation, and I want to tell you guys about that. And it just makes me think about life in general. Alright, so let's get into it now that I'm on the road. Let me make sure this asshole's not going to drive in front of me. Alright, so what happened, right? So this was a few days ago. I think I might have even talked about this on YouTube already, but if I didn't, I didn't. So a few days ago, last week actually. Yeah, last week, which I guess is a few days ago, I was leaving out of my parking lot, right? Had no gas, and I just wanted to go get gas, really, and kind of wanted to get out of the house. Kind of like today, right? So I'm pulling out of my parking lot, right? And remember, I don't live in the nicest neighborhood. I don't live in, my neighborhood's nice, but I don't live near to the best places in the world. A lot of crime does happen in the general area, right? Some not too serious and some more serious, right? It has gone down over the last few years. You could call it the hood if you want. Rich people, middle class people would call it the hood part of the town. You know what I'm saying? It'll be the lower class, income class part of the town. For anybody who lives in the lower income part of the world will understand what I'm trying to say. Now, to that point, right? I'm pulling out of my driveway and everything like that. I'm calling it my driveway, but whatever, parking spot. And I pull out of this parking spot. I'm going to the stop line to make a right. Now, I'm making a right, but I see this older woman, right? She looks kind of distressed and everything, and she's looking around. Then she sees me, and I don't know why I made eye contact with this woman, and she calls out to me. She says, excuse me, can I get a ride? And I'm like, I literally could just drive away. Now, I take a second to look at her again, just a quick glance. I notice her knees swelling up, and then the next thing she says is, my knees swelling up, and I need some help right now, right? Now, in life, you gotta be careful of scams, people trying to take advantage of you and stuff like that. You have to be aware of your surroundings. So, I know where I live, and I know some of the people around me, and I know what some of the people around me have done in the past, and I know some of the scams people have pulled, and I know how you could take an advantage by even people who look like they're older in age, like 50, could just be part of a scam, whatever it might be, trying to lead you somewhere off the beaten path. But I look at this woman, and I see her leg is actually swollen up, and she's asking for a ride, right? She was gonna go try to take the bus. Now, she comes over to the car, and I'll just ask, the first thing I say is like, okay, what's going on? She says like, oh, my knee's swollen up. I came over here for, it was some like holiday thing. I came over a holiday thing, but my friends that I'm here with, I don't live here. She says she lives in Manhattan. The people people that I came here with don't really want to leave right now. They have me all messed up, and I don't live here. I don't know about here. I'm a nurse. And she tries to show me her ID and everything like that. I'm like, okay, come on, where you want to go? She's like, oh, I need to go to, I need to go right. She wants to go left. And I'm like, okay, where do you want to go? She's like, okay, I just need to go somewhere to get the bus or get the train to get to where I'm gonna need to go. Now, where she wanted to go was completely out of the where I needed to go. And it was in the more of the bad part of the neighborhood, right? But that's where the train station was. So I was asking her where specifically she needed to go, because I didn't understand because I definitely couldn't take her all the way where she needed to go, like all the way back home. But I was like, I'll try to help out real quick, right? So I gave her I put her in the car. She shows me her ID, showed me all the stuff. Now, the reason why I did this, right? She had just one little purse, small purse. She had her cell phone. She didn't have no cash. She had really nothing on her. This woman really looked like she was just really needed some help. It wasn't a situation that she might be holding the gun in the bag. She was wearing one of those kind of dresses. I'm not a girl, so I can't tell you what they are. But the dresses that you just like, it's a one piece you just put over your body basically. And with that, didn't seem like any hidden compartments, the whole thing. It's the middle of the day, basically, right? There's other people outside, and she was by herself at this point. So I was like, I'll give you a ride. And I go on my way. I make the left, make the right. She tells me her story. She basically came there to hang out with some friends to celebrate. The friends want to stay and do some extra shit she doesn't want to be part of. Like I said in the past, sometimes you have friends, and those friends are into things that you just don't want to be involved with, because it's a fact that if you get caught up with it, it doesn't want to be. She want to get out of the situation. And at the same time, she hurt her knee while she was here, and she just wants to leave, and her friends were her ride to leave. So she shows me her ID, she tells me the story, and I'm believing her right now. She's really seemed distressed. She don't have no money. So this is where the story kind of gets interesting, right? So she doesn't have the money for the train, because I tell her, like, okay, the best thing you could do is go to the train station and ask somebody there to give you a train ride, right? I'll give you a ride to the train station. I have no problem giving this woman a ride to the train station to try to get to where she needs, because if she gets on this one train, it'll take her right to where she needs to go, and I'll be perfectly fine. No, but she keeps on now where the situation kind of gets weird, and this is where I wanted to make this video for, is to educate people. If you're going to be nice to people and then they ask you for money, because I said I'll give her a ride, don't show that you have money. I told her straight up, I don't have money. And the truth of the matter is that what car you drive, just an older car, nothing special. I'm not driving a Ferrari or nothing. So the truth of the matter is I had no gas. And because I had no gas, I was like, okay, mistress, look, I really don't have no gas. I'm out here truthfully just getting gas. Just want to get some, I'm just going to go pick somebody up and get some gas. Now, I'm gonna admit it, I kind of fibbed right there. I wasn't gonna go pick somebody up. I was really just gonna get some gas and drive around for a bit. So I obviously had $10 of gas, but I was like, I'm not trying to take out my money to show this woman that I had any money. It's not that I don't believe that she doesn't have money and she needs the help, but I know for a fact that if she goes to this train station, there's enough people there, and even the conductor, they would be able to help this woman out in her situation. But I definitely wasn't gonna show her that I had any money on me at all. People could change really quick once they seem to have cash. Like I said, you might want to be nice to people, but you got to know there is a cutoff. There is a limit to when you have to say, no, I'll give you a ride wherever you want, miss. I'm a big enough guy. In case something goes awry, I'm watching what's going on, and I know where I'm taking you, and I'm taking you where I want to take you, not specifically where she wants me to take, because she wanted me to drop her off on another street in the area where the train station was. And I was like, nah, I'll take you right there. Now, all things good ended good in this situation, right? Because at the end of the story, we're driving to this train station, and I make a left on the street, and right when we make a left on the street, she happens to see one of her friends from the area that I live in, this younger guy, and she screams out the window, blah, blah, I don't remember his name, blah, blah, and he's like, oh, hey, she's like, I need your help. Then she says, thank you so much. So instead of having to drop her at the train station, she gets out of the car, she thanks me, and the guy that she's seen, I've seen him before. I'm like, I've seen this guy before. He's one of the guys seem like in distress, but these are the same tactics scammers, people's trying to fleece you, will use to take advantage of you. And I actually do think it's a good thing in life to always get scammed at least once or getting taken advantage, because it'll make you more cautious. I've dealt with these things in life, so I'm more cautious when situations like this, but I'm still overall willing to help somebody I need, because this is still America, man. I mean, I've been helped when I was in need, and there's been times that I've needed something and somebody's hooked me up. There's been times when I've had to take the bus and I had no money, and I asked the bus driver for a ride. The bus driver says no, and somebody hooks me up. And it wasn't even that I didn't have the money for the bus. I might have just forgot my Metro card, or I might have forgot the thing money I needed for the bus. and that's just how it kind of happened. So the whole situation ends. I see the guy, she jumps out, she talks to him. He said, okay, I'll give you a ride back home. And they start talking, and I tell her, have a good day. I never seen this woman again, but she was so thankful for the little help I was able to provide her, and I felt good about doing it, you know? Now, I go back home, and I eventually did tell my family the story. They were like, oh, you should be careful, don't do this, blah, blah, blah. And I said, yes, but you have to be, sooner or later, people have to be nice to each other. But you just gotta be smart and cautious about it, you know? I wouldn't just do this for anybody I see out there, and that's why I wanted to make this video right now, to ask some of you guys as well. What is the situation? What would lead you guys to give a random stranger a ride? How would you approach that? Would you even do it? Would you risk it? Like, you know, how do you see somebody on the side waving you down, you stop it? Or is it because it was a situation where I'm pulling out of the parking lot, there's a bus stop right there, she looked like she's walking to it, she's limping, and she just happened to make eye contact. She didn't look like she was really trying to wait for somebody to ask for a ride. It just happened to be that our eyes linked up at the same exact time, and I was able to give this woman the ride when she needed it. And I think in the end, everything turned out fine. She got to get back home. You know, I saw some of her information about being a nurse, but remember, this is why I'm just being cautious to everybody out there and asking the questions. I want you guys to leave comments as well. Remember, documents could be fake. You hear about all these Nigerian, the scams. You know, I'm a prince, I'm giving you $1 million. Paperwork can be fake, you know. Weapons can be hid very easily. A lot of ways you could get taken advantage of. If they want you to drop you somewhere to a street you don't know, I was like, no, I'm going to take you right to the train station. I know your situation right now is that you saying that you need to get to point B, and I know the best way to get point B without any money. So I'm going to take you where I need you. Now, she would have said to go to some random street, this random house, I probably really wouldn't be with that. I really would not be that. And just because of the situation, she was trying to take the bus, that made me know I know exactly where that bus leads. I know every stop it takes, so anywhere on those stops are very public area. If it was the middle of the night, I would have kept my ass driving, you know? If it was the middle of the night, I would have kept my driving. And I don't drive a nice enough car that I think somebody's robbing me for my car. And I'm, as some of you guys will know, as many of you guys will know from some of my vlogs, I'm that dumbass that don't keep cash. I don't have cash on me. If I have cash on me, it's literally $5 to $10. I'm not a bowler running around with a pocket full of hundreds of dollars. It's not me. It will probably never be me. And my family yells at me for all the time. You should always have cash on you for emergency. I'm like, I've had problems in the past when I was younger of losing money, meaning I have money on me and I lose it. I literally just lose the money. Not that it got stolen or anything like that. It falls out of my pocket. So I've just gotten in the habit, I don't keep cash on me. And by not keeping cash on me as well, it's less likely I'm going to spend money. It works hand in hand. So it just works together. So even if I was going to get robbed, it would be for my cards, and obviously I would cancel out. Now, I have had a credit card stolen from me, right? This happened at a McDonald's, and it was a McDonald's manager's fault. That's really what happened. Not like the stick-up stolen. It was a McDonald's manager's fault. It was a whole entire scam, you know. It was a distraction scheme, basically, you could say. Like, you know, the McDonald's manager kind of distracted me, and somebody else snatched my credit card. They created a scene. They created a scene, and like, you know, right when you're using your card, they created a scene. And the reason, I know why I was targeted. At the time, I was dressed up nice. I came from work. You know, when you dress like, I look like I was somebody making a whole lot of money. I look like I had it made. You know, you're gonna target somebody. You're gonna target somebody who has it made. Now, I quickly realized that my card got stolen right after that, right? Because, like I said, this is why I said everybody should be victim to this. Because the whole entire situation happened. The guy gives me my food, and I leave the store. They distracted me so well that I don't even realize that I don't have my card. Now, that you gotta understand, scammers are good. People who are setting you up for failure are very good because they are willing to make you so not paying attention to what you're supposed to be paying for. You take out your card, I pay for my food, and after that moment, I get distracted by something on the right. I'm not paying attention. They come, give my food. Here you go, sir. You can go. I'm thinking about the food. I'm like, okay, let me go. I'm not even thinking about my card. My card situation is holding on. And nowadays it's even worse because, you know, like, not worse, but you know, a lot of the cards nowadays got the pin in it. So you have to put the pin inside of the machine, right? Inside of the ATM card strip. Not ATM, sorry. The keypad. And you put the key in there. put your card in there and you punch it in, and then you have to remember to take it out. Some of these machines beep 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 when you do that. So situations like that make it happen even easier when they're trying to take your card. Now this is all going to lead into the story I'm telling you guys, where I said just a few seconds ago when I was getting something to eat, I saw somebody, these group of gang members trying out a fake credit card, right? Not fake, a stolen credit card, at least allegedly. Let's just say allegedly. I can't confirm it, but I've seen enough of this shit and I know enough about this, how that stuff works, that I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they were doing it. Doing it very wrong, but doing it. Turning back to the McDonald's stuff. So how did I figure out that my card was going so quickly? Well, I'm pretty hyperactively monitor my account on stuff like that, right? You know? So what the people did, right? The first thing they did, they took my card to go test it out. They went and bought gas. There's a gas station literally next door to the fucking McDonald's. That's why I knew as well it was the McDonald's. And you might be wondering, how did they use my card at the gas station? Well, you just need a zip code, right? That's all you need to do for the gas station. Put in the zip code and you will be able to go ahead and get the gas. Now, how did they figure out my zip code? Well, it wasn't the fact that I wasn't